The following is a presentation of the Wildcat Sports Network.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cat Chat, where we talk about the week that was and the week to come in LC Athletics. I'm Sports Information Director Richard Tiberville, and don't forget that we currently have a 15% off drinkware sale going on right now at lccatshop.com. That runs through the end of March, so time is running out on that sale right now. We'll have a new one coming up in April, but we do want you to go check that out and everything else that's available at lccatshop.com. A portion of all sales comes back to us in the athletic department, so we certainly want you to check that out and support us at LC Athletics at the same time. And now on to our show, where we are once again joined by the head coach of your LC Wildcats, head coach Drew Maddox. Coach Maddox, thank you again for joining us this week.
Hey, Richard. Good to be here.
McMurry Hardin-Baylor game you knew was going to be a tough one, and unfortunately 65-20 result, not what you wanted. But there was a lot of positives to come out of that contest, including the play of your freshman running back, Devin Briscoe.
So Briscoe had a big day. Offensive lineman did a pretty good job against those guys. You know, they've always given us that's what they gave us, and so we try to take advantage of it. But it is what it is. Those guys have been winning a lot of games for a lot of years, and we'll get better. I wish we had a little more time at them, but it is what it is.
200-yard game for Briscoe is quite a game, especially against that defense that had only allowed a total through 3 games of 70 rushing yards. Average giving up 23 rushing yards per game coming into the game, and then Briscoe just ran almost all over him.
Yeah, no, I mean, he did a good job. At the end of the day, it's a positive that we can take away from it, but I want to get it to a culture here where none of that matters. The only thing that matters is winning, and at the end of the day, anytime you get blasted by 40 points, it's not good. So, he took some positives away from it. We were out to run the ball on Hardin-Baylor and all that, but we still got a lot more to clean up over on the defensive side of the ball. It was about 8 yards a pop, I think they got, and then we threw some interceptions there, and I think they scored 21 points without the defense being on the field from punt returns and interception returns and stuff like that. So we got to get all that stuff cleaned up. And there's no moral victories at Louisiana College anymore, so we're just trying to get better. And I am glad for Briscoe and all that, but at the end of the day, we just want to win.
And we do want to say congratulations to Briscoe, who was named to the D3Football.com National Team of the Week for that performance. So, like you said, no more moral victories, but a little something to take out of it. And now you look ahead to this playoff week in AAC, the final game for Louisiana College in the American Southwest Conference. A home game that you said last week you didn't want, but you're going to get one more chance in front of the home fans, and you're playing against McMurry this week. So just kind of talk about what you've been looking at so far at the Warhawks.
So we're excited about being back home one more time. We're undefeated here this year. That's something that we're going to try to do. That's something that we're pushing. That if you come to Pineville, it's going to be hard to win here, and that's something that we're trying very hard to get accomplished here and make the guys buy into that. So right now we're 2-0. We want to finish it off 3-0 at home this year. Send these seniors, these 7 guys that are calling it quits after this spring, send them out of here happy and all that good stuff, and then also protect our home turf. And so, sorry about that. Protect our home turf. So that's what we're going to try to get done. And McMurray, they're better. I mean, last year they didn't win a game. They've already won 1 and through 4, and they were competitive in every game except for 1 that they played in. So. Watching them on film, Coach Jordan Neal does a good job. I know him personally and all that, and they're getting better. They're a lot better than what they were last year. And last year, LC in 2019, LC barely beat them. It was a close game at McMurray, and so we better come out and play. Right now we're guarding against we're 2-2, and everybody's patting us on the back about how much better we've gotten and all that, but we haven't arrived yet. I mean, we can't be. Hey guys, y'all didn't lose as many as you normally do, or whatever the case may be. We shouldn't just settle, and that's what we're guarding against right now. We got to come out and we got to play and try to get this win at home and see where we're at as a program. It's going to be a big time program deal for us because of last game. We were playing for the East Championship this past week. We didn't win it. So now it's like, well, now you go play a game here at home, and are they going to be excited? Are we going to, we said from the start, if the ball's down, we're going to play for it. But let's see. We're going to see if we can and if we will, and who really wants to play and who really wants to be a football player this week.
You brought up last year's game. That was like the first true game that I had after getting hired as the sports information director here to kind of cover for Louisiana College. And all I can think about is that 99-yard touchdown pass that was part of last year's game. You had an interception on the 1-yard line to kill a McMurry drive, and then very next play, bombed it out, found the open guy who got behind the defense down the sideline and went all the way for 99-yard touchdown. Just something you want to be able to replicate from last year's game.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough. You don't see 99-yard touchdowns every week, but it was a highlight to remember from last year.
Yeah.
So now, this is since you've played in both as a player and now as a coach in this conference, this being truly the final game as a member of the American Southwest Conference, any kind of memories going back and looking back, or you just laser focused?
Yeah, I'm laser focused, man. I'm ready to finish this thing off like we're supposed to. That was the deal. We talked about that. We didn't want to leave this conference like we were running from it, and I don't think we have. I think we showed everybody in this conference that we can play again, and it's probably good for everybody that we're getting out and all that. So that's what I wanted to do. That's what we told our players, but we're ready to go on to the next thing. This conference has been dominated by predominantly 2 schools for 20 years that have way bigger budgets and all that. And I think they've had the same conference championship in football in the ASC for 15 years. So it's like, well, let's go somewhere where it's competitive and everybody's got a chance and all that. And we're excited about stepping out and being in a new thing, to be honest with you.
But that's I guess more of a question to ask for next week as we're looking ahead to the NAIA move. But for this week, what does McMurry present that you've seen, and what's it going to take for LC to come out on Saturday with a 3-2 record, a winning record in the ASC in their final year?
Yeah, so our desire is going to be a lot is going to be our desire to come out and play because McMurry, you watch them on film, they'll play hard. They play hard. He's got them playing hard. So. And we're not to that point yet as a team where we can win games if we don't come out and execute and play hard. We're not there. We're not even close. We're still trying to figure out how to win more games than we lost. If we do that this week, we'll be 3-2, and that'll be the first winning season since 2014 for Louisiana College football. So it's a stepping stone. That's what we were trying to talk about. But the biggest deal for the McMurry game is going to be if we come out and we want to play well. If we want to play and finish this thing off right, and that'll be our biggest deal.
Offensively, going to rely on the brutes up front and try and get that push and get the running game like always.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they give us. I mean, like I said, at Hardin-Baylor, they were giving us a 4-1 box. We had more people in the box than they had in the box, so we ran the ball. We tried to get greedy a couple times, but. Anyways, that's what we'll do. There's been times where we've been able to throw the ball. Belhaven's one where they had a bunch of guys in the box and we had to throw the ball. So we try to prod ourselves. I know Coach Giardina does, and try to prod ourselves, and we'll take what people are giving us. So we'll see what they do. See if they have any wrinkles. So far, So far we played everybody on a bye week because of the way the schedule's set up, and then we had the winter storm that happened, so everybody had 2 weeks to prepare for us. But this game, they're not going to have 2 weeks. So I told my coaching staff, like, hey, well, because Hardin-Baylor had a new quarterback in there in that game, and so I told our coaches, like, well, maybe by the time this game is only 1 week, they only have 1 week to prepare, so maybe we won't see as many wrinkles, but we'll have to go out there and get into the game and figure out what's going on.
And then defensively, is it going to be stop the run, stop the pass first?
No, so they're passing. They're passing for more than they rush for. So but I don't know how they'll look at us and think they can attack us. So that'll be a big deal. In game is a lot of stuff. You can kind of look around and figure out what's going on and what they think and where they decide to try to start attacking you, and then you got to try to adjust off of it. But we have a plan in place, so we'll see if it works. But no, they're more of a passing team, you look at their stats, their higher stat total is through the air. And so it'll be interesting to see if we can hold up on that end.
Yeah.
At Hardin-Baylor, we had a tough deal there.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Coach. And once again, congrats to Briscoe for being named to the D3 Football Team of the Week after a 200-yard rushing performance last week. And also for the other teams going on at Louisiana College right now, Dane Peterson of the baseball team also won a national honor from D3Baseball.com for a Team of the Week in their series against Sul Ross. So we want to say congratulations to him as well. And we want to thank you all for watching this week, and we hope to see you next time. I'm Richard Tiberville. Thank you for watching this week's Cat Chat.
Calls up.